Okay, assalamu alaikum and welcome to Jan Sewing Solutions. Our today's topic is sewing for mums and sewing for the elderly. I'm going to be stitching this suit for my mum. It's in linen and it came as a three-piece suit with a beautiful chadar. The fabric is very soft and luxurious, very comfortable to wear. Now, mom is quite a large size, and generally she had not really a lot of interest in wearing this type of fabric, but now going on a bit, she is actually, I tend to we tend to choose stuff like this for her because it's far more comfortable both to her skin and also to just the general wear. So one of the problems that you mostly encounter with fabrics like this is that when sewn and you're sitting down in a sitting position, when you get up they tend to get crinkled a lot, and they tend to sort of gather up, and this makes them feel uncomfortable. So in order to address that, what I'm going to be doing is adding an extension to the bottom of the kameez to actually give it the weight so that it has a better fall. Now, she has a little bit of reservations on that as well. She thinks that that's a sign of where we've grown either short on fabric or is something old and we've reinvented it and added extensions to it. That's not the case. The case is that we're purely doing that to give a bit of added weight to the dress, because if you wear heavy fabrics they're uncomfortable, especially for people who are spending a lot of time just sitting or lying. So you want to make them feel as comfortable as possible. Now, whilst we're on the subject of dressing the elderly and making them feel comfortable, one of the things that I feel very concerned about is the lack of attention by the younger generation to their elders. During the 14 years that I've had the shop, I've had a lot of interconnections with the elderly, and one of the things that repeatedly came back to me was the fact that the younger generation paid very little interest or showed how can I phrase this? There wasn't the, as we're children, and as well, or once when we were children, and as we see this in present day as well, that parents do utmost for their children. Now, when the tables are turned and it's time for the children to do for the parents, there is less of emphasis on looking after the needs of the parents, contrary to what the needs of the child were, many years ago. I don't think there is simply enough that I could do for my mum, considering the fact that how much she did for us. But I do try and do my best, which is really what we should all be aiming for, doing our best to make the lives of our parents and our elderly as comfortable as possible. Now, one of the things that many times the aunties would come in and say is that, we want to buy this suit, but we've got no one to stitch it for us. And as a daughter, I often would question them that, haven't you got a daughter that will sew for you? And they will say, no, daughters are busy with their own lives and they haven't got time. And to be honest, I think that to me is like a very, very sad thing, that we haven't got time for our parents, we haven't got time for our mums when they made the ultimate sacrifices and found the time for us. I think we'll be very unfortunate if we didn't take that opportunity to actually do what we can for our parents, because time is ticking away and each day we have less time to spend. Even though we don't know when our time is up, we should be making the most of that time that we have with our parents, and making them happy, and making ourselves gaining something for ourselves, to be honest. I look at it that way, that when I feel that I'm busy and I haven't got time for my mom, then I reflect on that and I think, well, tomorrow it may be too late and I may not even get that opportunity. So grab that opportunity, sacrifice your time, and make an effort to make your mum, whether it's a suit, a nightie, a bed cover, whatever. I tell you, it's priceless. When you make it with your hands and you present it to your mum, she will pride herself and she will give you so many du'as that it's beyond words. Now, parents never request their children to do anything. If I tell my mum I'm going to sew you a suit, she will turn around and she'll say, no, you're too busy. Even though she may want it, she will still turn around and she will say, well, no, you haven't got time. You've got a very busy life. You've got this to do. You've got that to do. You can't have time for me. Well, if I'm not going to have time for you, Mum, who is going to have time for you? We can't put the burden of our parents on some outsiders. So I wouldn't want someone else to take time out to do something for my parent what I should be doing myself. Just as we do it out of love for our children, we should be doing it double that, because if you go back and reflect, your parents did a lot for you. If I reflect how much my parents, did for me, all I have to do is think about early mornings when mum would get up, make me breakfast, get me ready for school, and all the rest of it. It just makes you appreciate and want to do things for them. So take that opportunity, design and sew your mum something beautiful and soft. You know what? You don't have to spend a fortune on them. If you buy something moderately priced but stitched nicely, she will appreciate it even more. And the amount of, never mind the duas, the amount of praises that she will do for you, I tell you, parents tend to have a tendency to praise their children even when they're worthless. And I tell you, I know a lot of children who are absolutely worthless and yet their parents would weigh them with gold. So imagine if you did something for your parent, what they will weigh you with. They'll be weighing you with diamonds. And that's just a fact. Anyway, I hope that I go on to encourage you all to actually design something for your mums. And the mums who watch the videos, I hope that your children live up to your expectations, and I hope that I've given something to, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a push in the right direction to your child. If I haven't, then the thing that I would say to mums is, you know what, don't be too soft on us. I think my mum is too soft on us. She should be more pushy, and she wouldn't be able to understand this video. I have to do this video in a version of Urdu as well, just for my mum, so that she can listen and she plucks up the courage to actually get a stick and smack me with it and say, right, get on with it. I have to say that as a mother, I'm not going to be a soft touch to my child, not the way my mum was. I hope to be a little bit more pushy and assertive and give my opinion and make my children honour that opinion. Opposite to what my mum does. I don't think that will work. As parents, I think we're just all a soft touch with our children. We will protect them and, praise them even when they are not praiseworthy at all. So, inshallah, on that note, we are going to do this outfit, and along the way I shall be sharing some of the making of this outfit with you.